Welcome to my channel where we discuss all things and everything politics, especially the 2023 presidential election. I want us to look at the issue of ethnicity as a factor in this 2023 presidential election. The ethnic card is one of the things that the elite want to use to have advantage in this election. And what they are doing is against the law, but nobody appears ready to enforce the law. That is the tragedy of the Nigerian situation. You have fine laws that are being gazetted, that have been signed into law by the president, by the governor, but implementation is neither here nor there. The Electoral Act forbade anybody to campaign on the basis of ethnicity and religion. But our politicians, especially the APC and the PDP, are riding on it, and nobody is calling them to question. Now, this is what Section 97 of the Electoral Act said about campaigning based on ethnicity and religion. This is what the Act said, the law said. Section 97 of the Electoral Act 2022 states, a candidate, person, or association that engages in campaigning or broadcasting based on religious, tribal, or sectional reason to promote or to oppose a particular candidate commits an offense under this act and is liable to, on conviction, to a maximum fine of 1 million naira or imprisonment for a term of 12 months or both, and B, in the case of a political party, to a maximum of 10 million naira. That is what the law said. The campaign has started. So who is supposed to enforce this law? Has this law been enforced? The recent violators of this law, what had been done to them? The videos are there circulating on social media. What has those in authority done to sanction violators of this section of the Electoral Act? I will get back to this issue and some of the alleged violators of this act. And before I do that, if you are new to my channel and you have not yet subscribed to my channel, subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. Because when you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you. Former Vice President Atiku Abubakar, the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, when he appeared before the joint committee of Arewa groups that were sort of interrogating the presidential candidates ahead of the 2023 presidential election to sound them out what they can do for Nigeria and for northern Nigeria. Atiku Abubakar appeared there, and he was asked what he can do. He was told to sell himself to northern Nigerians. He should tell them what he can be able to perform if he is to become president of Nigeria. And Atiku said, what the northerner needs is a president from the north who has built bridges across the country. The northerner does not need an Igbo candidate. The northerner does not need a Yoruba candidate. In other words, Atiku Abubakar was saying, not vote for not. And he did say it there. He said that he is standing before them as a northerner, that they should support him because he's a northerner. He will protect their interests, and that he has built bridges across the country. And he was invariably telling them that a northerner does not need an Igbo president. A northerner does not need a Yoruba president. That what they need is a presidential candidate from the north. In other words, Atiku was saying, not vote for not vote for northerner. Only a northerner can protect your interest. A president of Igbo extraction will not protect your interest. A president of Yoruba extraction will not protect your interest. This was Atiku that was selling himself as a unifier, now marketing himself before his people as a northern irredentist. I believe that this behavior of campaigning based on ethnicity ought to have been sanctioned, but nobody's saying anything about it. Of course, there had been outrage here and there, and then those trying to make political capital out of it. The most nauseating was from the All Progressive Congress, who, although they are right that Atiku, out of desperation, has now started playing the ethnic card because he has seen there is no pathway for him to win the election. He has started playing the ethnic card. It was Bayo Nanoga, the spokesperson of the Presidential Campaign Council of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The APC Presidential Campaign Council of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the spokesperson, Bayo Nanoga. He berated Atiku Abubakar that he is doing this out of desperation, that this is the worst thing to have ever come out of the mouth of a former vice president of Nigeria, that this is out of desperation. But even the All Progressive Congress presidential candidate is not free from this same issue. Atiku said his own on a Saturday or thereabout. A few hours later, there was the inauguration of the new governor of Ekiti State, and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was there. And Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu told the people of Ekiti that they should, the way the People's Gazette captured it, that Yoruba should give him 95% of the votes. And if you see the way he said it, he said that there's one that called himself Atiku. He will come. We don't know him. The other one called himself peterobi. You don't know him. It is only Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that you know. What message was he passing? It was message of using ethnicity to divide the country in order to gain advantage or mileage over his opponents. This is not acceptable. This is a good example of violation of the Electoral Act. But who is taking him to task over it? Nobody to my knowledge. No institution to my knowledge. He is having a free reign. Now, what I said earlier on, I found it nauseating when APC tried to take advantage of what Atiku did. Because they are even the worst culprits in this. If you recall, in May, when Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu was in Ogun State to canvass for delegate votes, that time he was still a presidential aspirant. We all could still remember what he said. He said it very clearly. He said that this is Yoruba turn and it is my turn. So what he said was that it is the Yoruba turn to produce the president of Nigeria, and among the Yorubas, he is the most qualified. And he began to rail out reasons why he is the most qualified. But the bottom line, he said it is the Yoruba turn. Now, what is the difference between it is the Yoruba turn that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said in May to Atiku saying Northerners, what a Northerner need is a Northern president in October. The only difference between the two of them is the difference between Eba and Gary. Absolutely. And in the case of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, they are taking it to the highest level. They have formed the habit of disrupting during the time of continuous registration exercise. They were dispersing non-indigenous of Lagos wherever they congregate to try to register. The videos are everywhere. They use dogs to scatter them, to scare them away. So these people are using ethnicity to gain mileage over their opponents. It is in this same APC that the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, unashamedly said that Yorubas should see the presidential ambition of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu as a Yoruba project. And if you see the way he put it, he said that every true son of Yoruba, every true sons and daughters of Yoruba should see Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu presidential ambition as a Yoruba project. So if you are a Yoruba and you are supporting any candidate that is not Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, in the estimation of Sanwo-Olu, you are not a true son or daughter of the Yoruba race. That is what desperation has caused Lagos governor, and that's what Bola made Tinubu to do. And these things they are doing is against the Electoral Act. But who is enforcing it? Who is enforcing it? Is it only to put it as a law signed by the president, but it's never enforced? By now, Atiku Abubakar, Bola Tinubu, supposed to have been arrested or made to pay fine or whatever for this violation of the Electoral Act, because they are campaigning based on ethnicity, based on ethnicity. And we're not even adding religion, because Asiwaju Bola Tinubu's Muslim ticket is basically done because of taking advantage of religion, because they have said it publicly that the reason why they did Muslim ticket was that was the only way they could win the election. That was the only way they could win the election. But we're not even adding that, but we're particular about tribalism, tribal politics that they are playing. Who is going to hold them accountable? Who is going to hold them accountable? The videos of all these violations I'm talking about here are everywhere. The police are seeing it, the DSS are seeing it, all the law enforcement agencies, they are seeing it. Have they done anything about it? No. Has INEC taken note of it? No. So when people are not held accountable for violation of the law, they will keep on doing it. And that is to the detriment of our country. The reason why this section of the act was put in there was because Nigeria is a country with several fault lines. This section was put in the act so that the election will be based on issues and not ethnicity. But obviously, the intention is dead on arrival, destroyed by the campaigns of Asiwaju Bola Tinubu and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. This is so sad. And this is another indication of a failed state. Because in a country where there is law and order, Atiku Abubakar and Asiwaju Bola Tinubu would have suffered some consequences for what they have said in this campaign, for using ethnicity to have mileage over their opponents. The only saving grace now for Nigeria is that Nigerians are smarter than ever before. The young people of Nigeria, they want to take back their country. They are not encumbered by ethnicity. They are looking for a president with integrity, with character, with capacity, with the energy to do the job. And that's what they seem to have found in Mr. Peterobi. And if you look at Mr. Peterobi's campaign, he has maintained clean record of campaigning. And if you listen to him when he appeared before this Arewa group, Arewa consultative committee groups that held this program in Kaduna. When he appeared before them, he made it categorically clear. He said, do not vote for me because I'm an Igbo man. Do not vote for me because I'm from the East. Vote for me because I have capacity. Vote for me because you can trust me. He was talking about trust. He said, many of us are going to come here. We have written fantastic documents of what we are going to do. But which of us do you trust? Which of us do you trust that can do the job? He has been addressing the issues. He is playing down ethnicity and religion. Even when people try to accuse him that he went to, like Festus Keyamo was accusing him that he went to a Christian program and was saying that Christians should take back their country or something to that effect. But the same P2B had been at ICANN event and say, you should take back your country. When he was in event by the Nigerian Bar Association, he said they should take back their country. So he is not saying take back their country only to the Christian organizations. No. He's telling Nigerians everywhere you are, you need to take back your country from the corrupt leadership that has held it hostage for several decades. This corrupt elite that survive on rent, on corruption, is what he said, take back your country from them. Lucky if not for him. He has been on record in several places saying it. But Festus Keyamo wanted to tie him with it, that he said it in a church. But he had been saying it in other places. He has said it in several interviews. He has said it as every opportunity he had that Nigerians should take back their country. But they wanted to turn it against him because he went to a church program and said that Christians should take back their country. If he had had privilege of going to a mosque, I can tell you for free, P2B will tell them in the mosque there, take back your country from these thieving elites. So he should be a kind of role model for Tinubu and Alhaji Atiku Abubakar on how to comport themselves. They should tell Nigerians what they can do better. They should tell Nigerians why they are better, instead of telling Nigerians that it's Yoruba turn, it's Northern turn. Because if there is anybody who deserves to talk about turn, it is actually Mr. P2B. Because Mr. P2B is from the southeast, where if we are a country that cares about fairness, justice, and equity, all the political parties in this dispensation, in this election, would have zoned their presidential ticket to the southeast for fairness, justice, and equity. But they didn't do that. That didn't stop Mr. P2B from campaigning based on capacity, based on achievements, based on trust. He has never said anywhere it's supposed to be the turn of the southeast. Vote for me. He has always talked about his ability to deliver, what he has done in Anambra State. what he had done in the other time when he served as chairman of Security and Exchange Commission, that his record should speak for him. He is campaigning based on his capacity. He is campaigning based on his achievements. I think Atiku Abubakar and Tinubu should learn from him and make this campaign a clean campaign that is based on issues. We know, I have raised this issue about what the law said. I know that the Nigerian laws, nobody enforces it except when it affects a poor man. Now that the big men are violating it, everybody's pretending they didn't know what is going on. But I have read it out to you. Even if you can't put them behind bar, let them pay fine. Of course, it may be chicken change for them. 1 million naira is nothing to Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. It's nothing to Atiku Abubakar. But at least let them be made to pay it, so that as they keep violating this law, they keep paying it. Perhaps you will reach a point where they will learn a lesson. Of course, I believe strongly that in this election, Nigerians will speak, and they will speak equivocally. They will speak loud and clear that they are not going to run a country that is determined by ethnicity, by religion, but a country in which a president will be elected based on his capacity, based on his intelligence, based on his strength to lead all Nigerians without discrimination, without exemption. Thank you for watching this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the subscription button, hit the notification bell. When you subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell, anytime I have a new video, you'll be among the first to know. God bless you.